So you have a car loan and it has negative equity, meaning that you owe more on your loan than the value of the vehicle. That's normal. But is the amount you owe very high compared to most people? Let's take a look at what the numbers are to see where you stand on negative equity compared to other people, and look at, are there ways you can get out from that? So according to the article, being underwater or upside down on a car loan is not unusual. Vehicles depreciate over time, and usually it depreciates faster at the beginning and you pay off slower at the beginning. When you pay off a car loan, the first few years of payments, most of your money is going to interest, and then it starts to go more to principal. So your car loan goes down faster at the end, but the value goes down faster at the beginning and slower at the end. So for the first 2 or 3 years, you are going to have a loan balance more than the car is worth. Very, very common. Very, very common. But it has gotten worse recently. How much worse? Well, according to this article, the average trade-in customer with an underwater loan owed $6,458 over what the vehicle was worth. 20% owed $10,000 more. You will be back in your video in just a few seconds. In the meantime, remember that actualhuman.com offers you live one-on-one private video consultation with an expert in this exact subject. We want to listen to your story. We want to hear your questions. We want to give you expert advisement of your options and tell you what we know about your particular situation. Now back to your video. So 1/5 of the people that had a car to trade in owed $10,000 extra on top of the value of the car. So if you had a car that was worth $20,000, you owed $30,000. And that is a big number. How can you account for that? If you look to trade it in, that $10,000 has to go somewhere. It gets tacked onto your new car unless you have cash to pay for it. But there are some ways that you can shrink that gap. You can do a car short sale, which is raising that value up, and there's ways you can do that. Our website will give you instructions on how to get that value up from that $20,000 or whatever that offer is. You can also chop off some of the car loan. There's many add-ons and fees and things that are tacked onto that car loan that you can reduce and maybe shrink down that gap to a few $1,000s, which then maybe you can come up with part of it. Maybe you can roll some onto the new car, or sometimes even the lender will finance that as a personal loan, so you can just pay $100 a month and knock it out in a couple years. So compare your numbers. How much do you owe on top of your car loan? Is it $6,000 or more than $10,000? If it's close to this, you're average. It doesn't mean it's good, it just means you're average. But if you owe close to $10,000, you might be more buried in that car than most people are, and that could be a problem. Thank you for watching another video at actualhuman.com and describe.tv. Remember, if you have questions or comments about our videos, put them in the link below. Also, remember that you have availability and access to live one-on-one question and answer consultation with a licensed expert in a number of fields: investigations, insurance, surety bonds, civil court mediation, even things like real estate records research, real estate brokers, real estate mortgage lenders. In addition, you're going to find that experts are available in business segments, business development, marketing, advertising, certified licensed experts. So if you do find this content valuable and you want to delve more deeply into a subject, you can't ask YouTube a question, right? But if you want to talk to somebody live, an actual human, use the link below. Thanks for watching.